It is good to think about cults. Every human being in this world is part of one cult or the other. Your class is a cult.
Class.
The moment you identify as being part of a particular football team, you are part of a cult. There was one church that we went to. It happened to be the meeting place of a group of Freemasons.
Freemasons.
Yes.
I had a friend of mine, his father was like part of Freemasons.
Exactly.
They call it like lodge or something.
For astrology, you are looking at more than the physical.
You believe in Zodiacs?
Sorry. You like putting me in tight corners.
Of course.
Now, what we start was as well. You see, normally when we say astrology, people feel that people have just decided to cook things in the air and then make them fit. But no. And so for a typical Taurus, they are attracted to wealth. They naturally are stubborn. They want to share light. That's why it is light combos. Hi, my name is Mysterion, and this is Light Combos. Just as I promised you in our first trailer video, today is the first episode of Light Combos. Now, I have with me here a very good friend of mine. We've known each other for years, and he happens to have an affinity for mysticism and history, just like myself. His name is Tyrone. Tyrone.
Watch it. Nice seeing you.
Charlie, nice seeing you. It's been a while.
Yeah, what's up?
Charlie, a day up and down here and there.
I can ask that.
Charlie, thanks. I also like yours. Charlie.
Yeah. I actually watched your last video on horse Artisa.
Yeah, of course.
It was actually like pretty interesting. So I guess we're talking about quotes now.
I mean, yes.
Calls. So like calls. Like why do you think about calls?
But why is there a word called cult?
It's like of all like topics, calls.
For all you know, you are part of one, but you don't know.
So like calls, what's actually are calls? Like why are you thinking about calls?
So it is good to think about cults. I mean, every human being in this world is part of one cult or the other.
I agree.
So you are part of one.
I wouldn't deny.
Your class is a cult.
Class.
Yes.
Reason.
Because you people are bounded together with one specific goal.
Aren't we individually pursuing like stuff on our own?
But collectively, you people are pursuing academics, aren't you?
So it's like B results, what results? Isn't that what it is?
But wait, in your class, you go for lectures, right? They go to teach you over there with the sole idea that, Charlie, you want to make a grade. You are in the electrical engineering class, by the way.
Yeah.
Good. Electrical engineering. There's a whole cult on its own. Why? Because there's a specific idea you people are pursuing. Normally, we like to limit cults to religion. But then, if you truly look at cults, you realize that it is ingrained in the human fabric, irrespective of wherever you find yourself. You're a Manchester United fan. Yes, the last
Madrid,
time.
me.
But I saw you wear a Manchester United shirt the last time. Hey!
Why?
Who you with, Mama?
Charlie, United draw team.
Hey!
No region.
The viewers are watching.
Charlie,
he's a United fan. He doesn't belong to Real Madrid.
I've never been a United fan. Why?
Let's put that aside.
Charlie.
But then, whether you say you're a United fan or not, we all support football teams, right? And all of those football teams have their individual aims. Now, the moment you identify as being part of a particular football team or a particular group, where the group has a specific idea in mind, you are part of a cult.
So it's like we won Champions League. United, Real Madrid fans are.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
makes sense.
Real Madrid, for instance, is a cult.
Why are you saying Real Madrid, for instance?
Real
Madrid, for instance.
So it's a cult because when we say cult, we are looking at a group of people that have bounded themselves together, basically, with one objective or aim in mind. Normally, we like to think that cults are places where we share secrets, places where certain sinister stuff are done.
But those are usually aimed towards like a charismatic leader. For me, cults are about like charismatic leaders.
Yes, but then it is not every cult that has a charismatic leader.
Okay, so with your example with football, you're saying, okay, makes sense.
The moment there is an agenda on the table that we want to do this, then a cult begins. Total devotion to that object, right? To achieving that aim. They are bounded by one identity. Their thoughts are the same. A cult has started.
Are those all that there is? I mean, those aren't the only factors. Indoctrination always part.
Yes.
I think.
But then the basics of every cult is you have to be devoted, extreme devotion. There has to be an objective in mind. Then there has to be one identity. So tribes, ethnicities, organizations.
But within that cult, shouldn't there be like social stratification?
Yes. So actually, that's why if you realize within cults, we have certain things we call secret societies. The word society has to do with like people coming together, like a system of people, right?
Yeah.
That is a cult. A society is a cult, technically.
So you're using society as a synonym for cults.
Yes. So not looking at the fact that cults are built again around religions and a specific deity. Not every cult is a secret society. Right. Because now,
I think you saying that society is a cult is like an oversimplification.
Yes.
So you're saying like the whole world or like countries are
now
like
it's like the word occult, taking the word for what it is. Occult means secret, right?
Yeah.
It's secret. Whether it is evil or good, whether it is a secret, whether it is an intelligence agency or it's a board of directors meeting, it is still occult because it is privileged. It is meant for a specific group of people.
So you're
not
saying
for everybody.
The prefix "oc" makes the word occult like cult secret. So "oc" is like secret.
Now let me help you out. The Latin word where the word occult is coming from is occultus, and it means secret. Anybody can, yes, okay. Anybody can Google and find out. Sure. It's just like my name, Mr. Yon. Secret, but then no secrets as
mystery.
Yes, mystery is secret. But then what might be mystery to you might not be mystery to me.
Yeah.
Do you get it? That is how occult is. Yes. What you do inside your closet, do I know of it?
Of course not.
That is secret.
Yeah.
What I also do in my closet is also different. You don't know what goes on over there. So it's also occult.
So occult is like a relative word.
Yes.
Of course. Okay.
I don't know why anybody would want to argue with this.
So something can be occult to you and not to me.
Exactly. It's a word.
Makes sense. But occult has been branded like something devilish, something bad.
I mean, you can't take that factor away. But then
most happenings related to that word has been like sinister, people killing people.
Exactly. So, for example, in the ancient world, they used to have quote and unquote cults. Some of these cults were occult in nature.
At least they claim to be.
You didn't catch the bars, bro.
I mean, alliteration.
Occult cults.
Alliteration.
Yeah.
In
my literature.
It wasn't.
Leave me there. So some of these groups, they were cults around. Some of them were occult, but not every one of them was occult, as in hidden or secret.
So we have cults that are open and cults that
are closed. Real Madrid, right? Let us take a football team, for instance. We support one football team, say Real Madrid. Now within Real Madrid, there are structures inside Real Madrid. There is a board of directors. That's a cult on its own, because their sole aim is to direct the affairs of the team. And over there, it is not everybody that is allowed over there. Then you come down, probably there are the supporters who have paid one subscription or the other to join the team. That is also another form of cult, but that is opened because you go inside there with a certain key, which is, you pay a subscription and then you join. Then you come down to we the voice.
Everywhere.
We are everywhere and we identify with the team. We are part of the general Real Madrid court, but we are not part of the board of directors called over there, which is to run the team. The fans who pay subscription, at least yes, at a point in time, we will start paying subscription. But then, till then, we are part of the general outlook of things.
So it's like sub-organizations in the whole hierarchy.
Exactly. So from secret societies to intelligence agencies to school, every human being in this world identifies with one thing or another.
So why would people join like cults? Is it for benefits?
So there are various reasons why people join cults. Let us begin with the secret societies, for instance. One of the key things that creates a secret society is one thing: secret, information, knowledge. The same thing. Because a certain group of people feel that we have this knowledge to protect, they decide that, okay, we are coming together to protect this knowledge.
So if knowledge is good and it's beneficial, why not let anyone hear it?
No. It is not all knowledge that is exposed to everybody.
Other people aren't worthy of the knowledge.
Well, if you want to use the word worthy, I didn't say anything.
Okay, so if you want the knowledge, you just come to be initiated.
Yes, it's like religion. This might come as like a bomb, but then within every religion, there are two aspects of it. There is the esoteric part, as in the secret part. Then there is the exoteric, what everybody is privy to. Christianity, Muslim, Hindu, whatever religion, you find these two things in there. For example, you take the say Christianity. You go to certain Christian churches and you have like a group of Freemasons inside. Now, for example, when I was in fourth year in my undergrad, I did a project on religious buildings, right? So churches especially. There was one church that we went to, and it happened to be the meeting place of a group of Freemasons.
Freemasons?
Yes.
How do you know it was with Freemasons?
Oh, I mean, you enter into the church and
you're wearing this something.
Oh no, but then they had a board fixed on their wall, and they had a Hall of Fame on like written, rather so and so.
Okay.
And it was clearly written.
It's like accolades.
Okay. Yes. Apparently, they were brothers who had joined the Lord, like
past
death, past gone. But then it was a Christian church.
So like they had the meeting after church, or like they were just using
the place was their meeting place. The church was actually their meeting place.
So it's like they had borrowed a place for their meetings, or they are part of the church.
They are part of the church.
Oh really? Okay.
There are places where you go that the minister in charge of the church is a Freemason himself.
Okay, I think I had a friend of mine. His father was like part of Freemason. Exactly. They call it like lodge or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, the word lodge, people have a lot of misunderstandings concerning it. There are a number of groups that use the word lodge, but then that is also for another time.
So like the benefits of joining that society is probably to get money.
Well, that's what people generally think. Now there are many reasons why we join cults as in secret societies.
So like money is part.
Money, power, fame.
Okay. Yeah.
But then through time, the principal thing factor, or the principal reason or the principal factor has been knowledge.
Just to gain knowledge.
Knowledge is power. Knowledge is money. Now,
So the common trade they trade in is knowledge.
yes. So if you look at the origins of Masonry, for instance, realize that before all this knowledge stuff that they had inside, they were actually people who traded. They were artisans, masons. That's where the name itself is coming from.
Okay.
So they were stone masons, and they had a group of codes and all of those things. And during that time in the world, if you were an artisan, you had more power because you could travel all around because of your art.
And people actually wanted to purchase that.
Exactly.
It started that started in America.
So it has its long roots.
Well,
I'm sure in a certain episode we will talk about some of the origin of these cults.
okay.
Yes, so that we let viewers have a taste of.
Okay.
So
Cults.
here in Ghana, the popular one we know of are the Freemasons.
The archetypical one.
Yes, that's what and since my childhood till now, we've heard plenty stories about them.
But aren't like cults like they dedicated to like deities and stuff?
So yes, there are cults that are dedicated to deities.
So it depends on like the subject matter.
Yes,
But Freemasons don't worship like a god. It's just a brotherhood.
there are Christian lodges, but generally Freemasonry doesn't deal with religion.
So what's the purpose of that?
To make good men better.
That's all.
Yes.
So the purpose of cults is to make people better. People's
Well,
lives
that
better.
is for them. There are different cults. Every cult has its own benefits. The reason why it's in existence. For example, say the CIA. The CIA is a typical cult. Theirs they are the external foreign intelligence wing of the US. Right? You come to Ghana, the army can be a cult because it's not everybody that is invited into it. And theirs is to protect and defend Ghana, the country. So ingrained within us are that elements of cults. Actually, it is part of the reasons why human societies have stood the test of time till now.
Humans are social animals.
There's always a time where human beings have to come together for a certain purpose without allowing probably other people in so that they can run a certain agenda and help a certain system be in place and thrive.
But don't you think it's a bad idea holding like info from people? What if like people who know the knowledge are all killed? Wouldn't the cults just like die?
Oh no. So there is that transgenerational aspect of it. So I agree that through time there's been cults that like have died off with their secrets, whether good or bad, because of the lack of continuity. But one of the features of a cult is that it should be transgenerational, like
stand the test of time.
Stand the test of time. So on the matter of cults, there is a lot to be said. A lot.
We can even start one.
Yes, actually. So right here,
we're starting a cult on YouTube.
Yeah, viewers are watching us, but they can't join. They can only join digitally. But then we are seated here, we are a cult. What agenda do we have in mind? We want to share light. That's why it is light combos. Yeah.
So with as we're talking about cults and everything, see some colonies like the Mayan civilization, they were into like reading the stars. Some cults use the stars like astrology in order to predict like farming seasons, when like there should be war, when there shouldn't be war. So like, what do you think? Do you think like actually reading into the stars actually makes them actually do what they have to do?
So Charlie, you like putting me in tight corners.
Of course, I have
the other boy placed me in a tight corner and I received the bashing, and now you're also bringing it up
online.
Bash me, jam me, papa.
Oh, I mean, that's what you have to do for the good cause.
Of course. I mean, it doesn't mean I'm stopping.
die for history's sake.
Yeah, but that's true. I mean, there is nothing wrong with star knowledge, because fundamentally, our activities here, all around, from weather to telecommunication to everything, is regulated by star. We are here and then we send satellites to space. What do those satellites go and do over there? They are stars, technically.
Why is it satellites and stars?
Stars
like luminous bodies.
Now what who star was as well?
I think satellites go space. I'll say a friend is star. I ain't seen a satellite.
Have you ever seen a star that exists like inside the earth before it doesn't exist? A star is a heavenly body.
Luminous heavenly body.
Yes.
Everybody knows that.
But when it comes to the issue of star knowledge, right? For me, it's neutral. It depends on what the person is using it for. If not for anything, we have astronomy.
What's the difference?
Now, the difference between astronomy and astrology is that for astrology, you are looking at more than the physical, like more than just the physical placements. You are looking at the influence that they have, the mystic influence that they have on life here on this earth. But with astronomy, yes, you can't deny the fact that the physical placements also have their influence. But then astronomy is just looking at the stars, space.
But they both use like constellations and patterns.
Yes, but then one uses the constellation in a different light, and then the other uses the constellation to in another light. For astronomy, we know that probably Venus is here, this one is there, this one is there. When it is here, it causes this influence on the earth. But with astrology, it goes a step further, where you now not only look at the influence as in physical influence, but then another, I don't use the word spiritual, but then that's what astrology is.
Okay. I think I get that.
Yes, it has this. So for example, say if somebody is a Leo, he's playful, he's jovial, he's good with sports.
We're going to Zodiac signs.
Yes, but
you believe in Zodiacs?
Well, I do.
You believe?
I do believe in Zodiac signs.
Wow.
Yes.
So, do you think people can like change their characters? If like maybe you see people have Zodiac signs and they are characterized by certain traits, do you think people can change their traits even if they are a certain Zodiac sign?
Yes and no.
How can you answer yes and no? What do you mean by yes and no?
So, you can change your traits. It depends on what kind of traits.
You're saying like some traits aren't malleable.
For example, your name, you are Tyrone, right? You can change it to say Amabedu.
Why is Ama?
Charlie, why? You have a girl called Ama somewhere.
What's Ama? This.
Please, if you have a girl called, you like to give her a shout out.
Continue.
So say Amabedu, whether you like it or not, that's what I'm using. And you change your name to that name. It doesn't mean your body features and your blood, the blood that runs within you has changed. True or false?
True.
Good. You can change certain traits, but what is really you can't change it. So generally, I believe that it is true and it works. Zodiac. You know that one thing with science is hypothesis and experiment, and then eventually it becomes, as in how do they even use the word, a rule or a law,
Principle.
Yes, that's the same way astrology works. You see, normally when we say astrology, people feel that we just cook things. People have just decided to cook things in the air and then make them fit, but no, it is as a result of the things they've seen. Probably at a certain time they realize that the sun comes out. People who are born on say a particular Thursday, they behave in this manner. You've observed it once, twice, thrice. This thing
consistent.
Yes, consistent testing. So for example, somebody is a Taurus. A typical Taurus is somebody who is naturally stubborn. The person likes material stuff, like a Taurus is a bull. And you know now, bulls work. They work the earth. One of the things that are related with the earth is wealth. And so for a typical Taurus, they are attracted to wealth. They naturally are stubborn. And with their stubbornness, there can be two aspects of it. Probably they are stubborn negatively or stubborn positively.
Being resilient.
Exactly. You can be resilient and you can also be very recalcitrant, where you advise the person doesn't want to listen. That's a typical Taurus. So it is the negative aspects of the zodiac sign that you shape that eventually magnifies the positive aspect of it. Say stubbornness for a Taurus. If it is shaped for the Taurus to be resilient, then it means that in his acquisition of wealth, he can go the extra mile just to get it.
That comes with advantage.
Exactly. So it's like the negatives and the positives, they balance each other. Actually, in this world, neutrality doesn't exist. So positive, negative, those two things. Yes, there is nothing called plus, minus, like in the middle. It is either you are plus or minus.
My dear viewers, the next episode is about astrology. We've spoken enough about it, but it's not enough as to what the whole subject is about. If you have any questions concerning cult, astrology, and whatever we've spoken about today, leave it in the comment section and then I'll address it. This is Mysterion.